Yeah. Right, welcome along back to another round of ILR action. We apologise for the slight delay, there was some problems. We have a lower turnout than usual this week, but I believe everything should be back to normal next week. And we have Japan, and joining me as always, and this is completely the wrong order, but I've done it anyway, joining me as always is HLG. Hello, sir.
Good evening.
Well, same question I would always ask. Are you looking forward to the race? But I think I know the answer already. But Andrew's on a lap.
Yes and no. I'm hoping that although we have a low amount of drivers, we still get a good race. But obviously the low amount of drivers can also mean that we have a relatively boring race. But hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we could have boring races with 20 drivers on the grid, so... Oh, there we go. I came through on the replay again. Apologies if you heard that in the background. Confusing people, but yeah. It's just the nature of this track. It's either going to be very good or very, very, very dull. We'll try our best to make it entertaining for you, but... Toxic invalidated a lap and went into the pits on the medium tyres. Why am I pressing down? That doesn't work. Andrew's at the Degners.
All these people that come out on the mediums, I will imagine, are going to come back out on the soft tyres. It's the super soft runners that I'm a little bit intrigued about. As Dark Horse goes fastest.
Is that intriguing enough for you?
I mean, I'm still intrigued. Yeah. I personally wouldn't want to start on the supers. But
well, no, but probably the best thing to do. Andrew's just gone around Spoon and nailed it, from what I see. So, well done him.
Yeah, this is a tricky track. Pretty much the whole of the track is relatively difficult to get round. So, if you nail any of the corners, it's a really satisfying.
This has got to be one of the shortest sector 3s on the calendar. It's about 11 seconds, I think I'll time that to be.
Yeah, sector 3 is anyway, very short.
Sits in second with a 28.1 there for Andrew. Let's find someone else that's doing something. DTM. Oh. Favourite gaming tag's not here. Now it's not worth streaming.
Oh.
KG Fuzzball, where are you?
This is disappointing.
Now I'm sad for two reasons.
Oh,
anyway,
we'll just push on as
that's very wide for DTM as he nearly found a wall.
Yeah, wide and a massive slide, but yep, he's managed to hold that. This should be an improvement on his lap, as I believe his first lap was a very slow one.
Would that slide have invalidated? Because we know it would around other tracks.
He definitely did there where he's turned it too early. So, but he's going around the track again.
Go now. Or not.
Wait.
That's... What are you doing? Maybe he doesn't want to start on the super softs. I mean, it doesn't really matter. There's only 11 of you, so it doesn't matter at this point.
Actually, I think he was just slowing down because, like you say, he doesn't want to start with super softs because that was a 4-second improvement. But it was interesting.
Cold is. Where do you sort that out? I know you're working hard to bring us a sensational 2019 game, but that's unacceptable. It's a camera angle of a front right top front. It was a wheel. I don't know what side it was. Front right.
Ooh, excuse my yawning. We don't want that.
All right, now how you feel? Well, we need full-time helicam as an option.
Yes, that we definitely need. I
Look
believe
back on cockpit view would be appreciated as well.
Has TJ done a lap, or is he on an out lap? I don't actually know anymore.
He's done a lap, 28.5, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking on his current. I think he's done a lap. I think he's gone back to the pits. I think he is. Yeah, he's doing things like flashing as well. So yeah, I believe
he's up to something. He's up to something. We'll let you know what in a minute.
Pit. Here we go.
We are watching the end of Atlantis' run.
Yep,
and that's a ridiculous. I mean, this camera angle's not much better. But at least we have a camera angle, which works. I guess we should be grateful for that.
Into the pits.
And pit lane. Titan Prime is coming around the corner.
Yeah, he's on his outlap.
Wasn't it?
He's going to be going for the 1, maybe 2 laps on these tyres. That's his only time, so he's going to look to do a good lap.
Very free track. That's a positive for him.
That is, yeah, that means that guarantee no one in the way, no moments where even if people are out the way, that it gives you a scare. So he's in a perfect position right now as he's coming around the last couple of corners to get ready to start his lap.
Remember, you have to go slightly wider than you'd like to because there's an imaginary bump there that throws you into the wall.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
And the other thing about this is these first couple of corners, there's no braking for turn 1, and then suddenly for turn 2, it's one of those where
all of the braking.
You do not trust yourself, and you accidentally brake early half the time, or at least I do anyway.
You've got to make sure you can get your nose in. Unfortunately, that often results in people sticking their nose in your ass. But hey, what can we do?
To say it's one of the trickiest circuits on the calendar, but he seems to have nailed Sector 1 relatively well.
Yeah, it's a reasonable Sector 2 so far, around the hairpin, which has a name, but I can't remember it.
I don't remember any of the names for this corner, so you're going to get that turn, this turn, and that turn as...
And here comes up to Spoon, I think, shortly. There we go, into Spoon. Yes, we are at Spoon. And we're approaching 130
the exit of that pretty spot on. Yeah, then you are flat through this kink and then into the chicane where it's very heavy braking down to second, sometimes third. Like, if you feel it, he's thinking third. It can be second gear though, so...
There's also a 7th gear guy on the way in as well.
Yep, as he comes across
gives
the
him a
line to third. That's a very good lap, actually.
Solid, good job. Very good.
Looks
Only
like he's
2
going
turns off
for
pole
another
there.
one, so
well
he
done.
will be looking to improve.
We will check. We'll check on that, but we're on board with DTM, who's just about to start a lap as he comes around 130R now into the Casio Triangle.
Yeah, I believe BF1 is also starting a lap right now, actually. So he'll be one to watch.
We'll go on board with him then. Literally just gone to him. 7th gear into turn 1.
Ooh.
Is this turn 2 or still turn 1?
It's technically turn 2, I believe. He seems to have a little bit of a wobble into it, though.
He's a little bit wide onto the exit of the into the entry of the multiple $1 million S's. I don't know why I've said dollar, but there's millions of them, so yeah, why not? Let's go with that name now.
Yep,
there's a lot of them.
Sure.
Let's be honest. Car gets nicely out of the way, TJ there. Maximum coming through the Degners, a little bit too deep possibly, but
yep,
it's still valid.
Trying to be as committed as he could through them, but now he's going to look here. You don't need to touch that apex through there, as it's one of those kind of corners where touching the apex actually makes you slower.
Yeah, it's a funny thing, but yeah.
Right, he's going to come through Spoon.
Yeah, that's decent enough.
It's decent, a little bit wide on
probably
entry.
Do better,
put the
but
power down, yeah. So it's not ideal. But
he hasn't totally nailed it, but you know, just put the spoon back in the door.
Is
what he's there through 130R.
Gear guy.
Yeah, very good to see.
There you go.
It's a slightly favourable braking.
Early. And here we go.
That's also something you can do, as you were talking about, and that will put him absolutely nowhere faster than he was. That's got to be annoying. You go off a second quicker and you still stay where you were. Anyway, let's have a look at Toxics, who's just approaching Spoon.
He's going to look to get the entry on this week and put the power down. He's looking a little bit hesitant through there, but it was okay.
It's definitely like trickier than it looks to do that corner.
Yes.
130R. A little bit of grass.
Yeah, as I touch the grass a little bit, it's going to lose him a little bit of speed. But they go down to second through there, as I say. Look, they go second, now third. As he puts himself 8th at the moment, so 8th is the best he's going to do.
James is also around Spoon now. Dark Wolves, we've missed that again. Sorry, we're not doing it on purpose, but good lap nonetheless.
Yep, Prime couldn't
top
beat
4
it.
Retired, so cannot improve now. Look at TJ.
I have to say, Prime done a lot of
I think.
A few laps on those tyres, so it's interesting to see that he wanted to do a few laps just to put himself there.
Goes into the pit lane. Let's have a look at BF1, who's improved again as he comes around the Casio Triangle. Let's see if he can put himself into the top 5 with this lap. It's going to be close. Yes, he can.
Yep,
now,
up in
TJ, what have you got?
TJ should be able to push him out. Or actually, DTM, I believe, has already done it, so never mind.
Yeah.
But TJ will look to push both of these out as he is on the faster tyre.
I wonder what Ben's brother's up to tonight. That's a joke for another time. Sorry, everybody.
TJ across the line. I
don't know what he did. Looks like he went about third.
It was third or fourth. It might have been P2. It was P2.
Second.
Oh.
Wow. It's a bit unfortunate that we can't actually see, like, for longer what happened there. But, you know, he got second, so he'll be happy with that. And we are about to have probably one of the quickest ever, but he won't count as a record setting pace. Go for it.
Ever see here, because there's it's not really going to count as a record because there's only 11. But starting at the back to the front like normal, it's Atlantis. Then top 10 who have to use the same tyres: Toxics, Gamer, Barry, BF1, DTM, Denzel, Andrew, Titan Prime, Mr. TJ, and Dark Wolves. Not a challenge. I was kind of hoping for more drivers so I could challenge myself and try and beat my record this week. But hey ho.
I think we could do it twice. Look, Atlantis, Toxic, Gamers, Barry, BF1, DTM, Denzel, Andrew, Titan, TJ, and Dark Wolves. We've done it twice. We are awesome.
Twice. Look at that. One each. That's
Anyhow.
Right. On to the race.
Looks like a dry race, so that's
where
a good
the
thing.
Only person starting on the fresh set of tyres will be Atlantis.
Yep. Let's see if we can use that choice wisely. Oh look. I found my missing DHL sign. I've been missing. That's been missing for 2 years.
Right. So
anyway.
As we all know from the qualifying, if we were paying a lot of attention, Dark Wolves, TJ, Andrew, and Denzel all starting on the supers, and it looks like obviously everyone else in the top 10 on the softs. And I think Atlantis is also choosing to start on a set of softs by the looks of things.
That Ferrari is getting a little bit excited. It's jumping up and down for joy that he's about to put on some softs.
Do you know, I didn't even notice that. It is raring to go, isn't it? Oh.
He's up for this. Anyway, let's have a look at everyone's tyre choice from outside the top 10. Because I know that's what you came for. It is soft tyres.
Yep, he has chosen for the softs, and he'll be the only one on a fresh set. So you should see him go an extra 2, maybe 3 laps over the guys who are starting on the worn set. Right. So the formation lap. This is the bit where commentary doesn't happen. No point doing the rundown again. We've been over tyre strategy because it's real quick and easy this week. So let's talk about helmets.
Ooh, that's a nice helmet Dark Wolves has.
Yeah, Dark Wolves has a nice helmet. TJ's looking decent. It's alright.
Nice blend, but it's not my favourite. Sorry, TJ. Haven't seen
Titans
Titans yet in this session.
Titans looking a little bit bland.
Blue and white.
Andrew looks quite bright with that blue, but that black does contrast as well, so it's quite nice. I think we commented on that another week. I have to say, Denzel's looking decent. A little bit more pattern
the same as the car, really.
Yeah.
Say no more about that.
BF1 with his very, very green helmet.
Does that mean he can be recycled?
Maybe. Barry with an interesting way to go about it. Gamer looks pretty, from what I can see, pretty dark and a bit bland as well, but, you know, each to their own.
It's almost like...
Toxics with a relatively Williamsy looking helmet, to be fair.
Williamsy. That's a verb. Please put that in dictionary.com. Come on.
Williamsy.
And Atlantis has a helmet too.
Yes.
It's a nice red. Very nice shade of red, that. It goes with his Ferrari quite well.
There we go. Right, we passed the formation lap. That's all we needed to do. Right. Race start. We jumped the first light.
Finally.
Alright. 5 red lights as they sit here, and away they go. It looks like a good launch from Dark Wolves. Barry looks to have had an absolutely shocking start. Oh, actually,
Andrew up into second there. A little bit of wing went flying off there.
He had an amazing launch, but could not hold it there, so he's dropped down to third. I need to change this to
Rocket Titan.
Positions
in a battle there. The Dark Wolves and Denzel's right behind him.
Yep, as we're going through sector one, which is horrible with the
promising start. Oh, it definitely is, but Denzel is right up where in his gearbox is a nose ring.
Yep.
Other fashion accessories are available from other parts of the Formula 1 cars. What is going on now?
BF1's trying to hold position here off of Toxics while attacking DTM as well.
It's not a good place to be.
It's not. You
can't
don't
defend and attack. Surely not.
It's horrible. It's horrible. But
yeah,
he's doing an alright job of it at the moment. As the front two are already pulled a second each over Dark Wolves, as Prime is now past Dark
just traded position there.
Yeah, Dark Wolves not having a great start.
At the back here.
Denzel's going to get past Dark Wolves, and he's making a move here on Prime. Can't make it stick. He will want to get past him as quickly as possible, though.
There's some movement.
Yep, Dark Wolves in.
He had that Toxic Gamers. Atlantis, they've all moved up one. With that, and Atlantis looking like he's going to try and overtake Toxics into turn 1.
We were going to go free
2.
wide
I don't know what's going on anymore. Free ride into turn 1 is never acceptable.
Not round
it's
here
never
anyway.
Going to end well, not here. And he's up to 8th now. He's had a decent start, you know. Got squeezed a little bit onto the grass there, I think, by the look of it. But commentator's curse? No idea. We'll deal with that later. I think we're just trying to generate some excitement. We didn't mean to pick on you, Atlantis.
Yep, Gamer and Toxics as they've both gone round, and that's a free car pileup. That's involved.
Oh well, there you go.
Barry in it as well.
Toxics and Barry. Oh my God, they've all got. Did they all get a 5-second? Oh well, that's.
Yep.
I mean,
Toxics has decided. Nope, that's his race done.
Yeah, literally just drove into the wall on his own accord there.
So that's
have a look at the battle for the lead though at this point. Well, points for everyone. And if any more retire, points for one of us in the commentary box.
Woo! I get dibs on.
You're doing the same amount of laps as them. Okay, you are the #1 driver, but just remember that I am faster than you. Can you understand that message?
No.
Nice references there, I thought.
That was fantastic. DTM actually here fighting Denzel. Denzel's got away around the outside. Yep.
The F1's on the back of this as well as Gamer Pit. No, why do I keep calling them Gamers? I keep moving the Z from the middle to the end. You know, Barry's in as well there.
Yeah, they both had to pit, get a new front wing after what happened. Yeah. So I'd imagine they're both going to jump onto the mediums.
One of them did.
No, Barry's going onto the softs. Interesting.
Strange. Maybe doesn't like the mediums. I mean, fair enough.
But those softs will not make it to the end, so
not everybody does, but he's got to pit again.
We'll
see what gamers could get. I've done it again. We'll see what gamer get. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Can we have some pronounceable gamer tags, please? Steerage, I know you're probably watching this at some point. Can you sort that out for me? I can't say words. Please help me out. Just a little bit. Thank you, man.
BF1 here is going to be looking at making a move on Denzel. It'd be a brave move to do it into
the Casio triangle.
Doesn't think
so
about
it. He can get the move done into turn 1 or down the pit straight. He's got a great exit there.
Fantastic exit. Now slipstream DRS.
Double DRS for him.
Yep, Denzel does
Denzel's
get DRS.
got DRS, so he should stay ahead with that. But Ben is coming late. Can't quite get it done.
Yeah, he's had to back out of that.
Gets it slowed down though, nicely. Oh look, there's actually water in the apex of turn 1 there. Never noticed that before.
The things you know. So Denzel's had a big moment. Oh,
yeah, he's done well to keep that out of the wall. But that should be another place for Atlantis.
Yeah, that
and it is.
Place. That's going to be Denzel's tyres in a terrible.
They'll be absolutely trashed.
I think he got away with no damage there, though.
I don't know.
I didn't see anything come off on mine. I'll be honest.
Didn't see anything come off, but it doesn't look right. The wing just looks wrong to me, but I didn't see anything fall off either. I'm confused.
We'll see if he pits. I'd imagine he's going to have to.
Oh, it seems to have repaired itself now. There was a hole there, and now it's gone again. So this game is brilliant. Cheers, lads.
Interesting. Well,
this could be why we've only got 11 drivers. Anyhow.
Yeah, I guess we're going to have to keep an eye on this battle up front as Andrew is closing in on TJ.
Yes, but Titan's also there. Just
yeah,
about.
Titan is
He's not
not
quite
too
in
far
DRS
behind.
range,
Titan's
but he
going
is
to be there to pounce if these two have a moment together.
I will look at this through turn 1
Andrew,
as he gets very close.
Closes in on him through turn 1 and 2 there. That's just shows how much braver than TJ he is. Yep. He's feeling confident into those first couple of turns, which, as I said earlier, are tricky to get right because you just worry yourself that you're not braking early enough when you go through turn 1.
Even on a wheel, it seems like a challenging corner to get right.
It is. As I will use it myself,
knows how the guys on the pad must feel.
Yep. Actually, Prime
juicy and about
right
dead in about 2 minutes.
Actually,
he's closing a little.
Andrew's dropped off of TJ, but now Prime has closed on to Andrew. So this is
yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
like it.
Possibly, or maybe those supers are already having issues because these softs seem to be really working for some of these guys.
Yeah, they're definitely at the window. The supers, they'll be okay for another couple of laps and they'll probably really drop off. Hello everyone in the chat that's watching. Feel free to mention things in chat and we'll get to you if we can. I can't even say the word if. Come on. This is getting stupid now. Get a grip, son.
It's just not your week, mate. It's just not your week.
No, I should have stayed at home. Oh wait, I did. Anyway, what am I doing?
As these three are about their battle as well, we need to keep an eye out as BF1 is closing in on DTM.
Don't worry, I am keeping an eye on those deltas, and as soon as one drops below 1.5 seconds, we'll go check it out, just to see if we can generate excitement. As Denzel finally, well not finally, but Denzel pits on those, that's bad news for him.
Sped into the pit lane, so that's going to affect his race at the end, but for now, he'll probably chuck on...
Yes, he did get a new front wing, I've just checked. So he did do some damage.
So he did get some kind of damage, yeah.
Maybe he had a further incident we didn't see after the initial one.
I think we're about to have a 5-way battle.
It's getting close, it's brewing.
For the lead.
I can smell it. I can smell the juices flowing.
Maybe a 4-way battle for second initially, but eventually I think it will be like a 4 or 5-way battle for the lead.
Hopefully, that would be nice. Helicopter cam, delightful.
Alright, Prime is all
beautiful.
over the back of
Never
Andrew
leave
here.
me.
And as these two are further up ahead and the gap is the closest, we'll keep an eye on him as Prime has an absolute monster of a run. He has to lift through there though. He can run the outside there. It's never going to happen.
I've seen bad things happen through 130R when neither driver lifts.
Yeah, he's going to have to get a good run here. Good thing. Andrew seems to get the better run though. Andrew doesn't have DRS, but this would be a brave move by Prime if he went for it. No, he thinks better of it.
It's definitely corner. When you think about having a move, he's no longer there, and hopefully you're aware enough to avoid any incidents that would happen. It's a strange one, really. The line is so different to what you're used to in a corner.
Yeah, it's almost like China turn 1 and 2. It's one of those where if you make a move, you have to expect that gap to be closed on you because it just gets tighter and tighter. So Andrew goes extremely wide.
A little bit wide.
Prime his opportunity.
Underselling it a little bit wide. He was so far wide. Is the next track there?
Yeah. Well, this is now going to have to be Prime. Prime needs to start reeling in TJ.
This is also open the door for DTM.
DTM.
Holy
there we
shit.
go.
That's, wow. What happened? I think I broke. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, not only has it opened
let me do
the
this every
opportunity
week
for DTM, it's opened a big opportunity for BF1 as he is really, really closing that gap on DTM as well now.
He is, yeah. That battle you're talking about?
This is,
I think it's on.
This is, hang on, 2.5 seconds
well just beyond,
between the top 5. This is, okay.
Brilliant.
This could become interesting.
Like 2.5 between the top 5, but I know what you mean.
Well, I changed it to the gap to leader, and it is 2.5. It's pretty much 2.5. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to running interval, and for some reason I was on leader, and then I got a little bit concerned. There.
Right.
Now, you know what?
Prime has closed.
Now no one knows what's going on.
Ah, that's. I know exactly what you've done, and you're mean. You're a mean person.
I'm a little bit mean.
Oh, DTM picking up penalty.
That's the first time this week someone said that to me, by the way.
Yeah, DTM picks up a penalty. That's going to hurt him, but he is within a tenth of Andrew.
A bit of a wheel bang there.
Not only that, Prime is really close, but DTM's going to be the man to watch here, I think, with an absolute monster run coming into Spoons. That's the name. I forgot the name for a second. Then he's going to look to get the better run.
It's all right. I never forget the name Spoon because I'm constantly out of them. It's fine. Ooh, chronic illnesses. They suck. Anyway, let's go. Enough of that later. Maximum liftage.
I don't know who to watch here. I don't know who's going to make a move first. I'm
on board with BF1 racer as Andrew Pitts as well.
TJ and Andrew Pitts, right. So this is between Prime, DTM and BF1. Prime has a little bit of a gap though, so that's going to be good for him.
Yeah. DTM's a little wide, and that's just yielded the position there to BF1. Can't believe his luck at this point. Speaking to him before the race, he said, I want to keep it out the wall. Keep going. You're doing exactly that.
Yeah, he said, if I make it through turn 1, that will be a win for me. Well, right now, he's second place.
For the win as well.
So, very good driving. See though, these gaps are all now opened up, so there's no real battle at the moment.
Mediums for TJ and Andrew there, as they stopped a moment ago, just to keep everyone informed. Atlantis up into 4th for now, on the fresh soft tyres. Everyone else has done at least one lap. So look to him to factor in at some point of the podium shout later in the race, hopefully. As long as that's not going to qualify as a commentator's curse, as DTM is flirting with the grass again. Lost a bunch of time there. I don't know why I said that, but he's lost a lot of time.
Yeah, he's
EG.
He is definitely. He's starting to struggle on those soft by the looks of things. Yeah, as he comes in, actually, that's it. He's in for the pits. That's it's an early stop for the soft run, so he must have really heated those tyres up or something to cause them to be as bad as they are.
He's definitely had like a really, really bad lap there because he went off turn 1 and never really recovered from it.
And he's got to change his front wing.
That could also be the reason why he went off at turn 1. Didn't see what he did, but it explains it.
No, TJ's going to get back past him. So will Andrew, and he'll be out safely ahead of Dark Horse.
Yeah. Denzel, see how he's getting on. Yep, he's coming back. Barry's 9th and Gamer is 10th. I've said it right! It's taken me 11 laps. I know we're only on lap 10, but I'm counting quali as a lap as well, so 11. So there.
We are only on lap 10, as you point out. And the gaps have opened. I don't like it. Can Prime, do me a favour, right? Just slow down and let BF1
8th gear guy
catch you.
3rd gear guy through the Casio triangle. And the pit lane. That'll do.
So these soft runners aren't going much longer than those super soft guys did, really.
Let's watch what Atlantis does and then we'll know if they're trying to do an aggressive undercut.
And BF1 continues.
It's really all about BF1, to be fair. Like, I don't expect him to be this lap because his tyres still look pretty good to me. But we'll see what he does. He might decide if everyone else has pitted, I'm going for it too, but...
I have to say though, that's a stellar stint from Prime. That's going to bring him out in second.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, just that's key. He's just ahead of Atlantis. Though Atlantis might get him on this lap due to momentum alone.
BF1. Penalty. That's
you don't want to do that.
Deal. Nope. I don't think you'll see many people picking up penalties this race, so that could cost him a position or two at the end.
Just had another glimpse of his size. They don't look too bad going around the hairpin there. He'll probably squeeze in another couple of laps if he's lucky, but I'm not driving the car, don't know how it feels right now.
He seems to be taking the lines and everything through each corner, so as you said, I think his tyres might be alright. I will follow him through this final sector, and just to see if he goes into the pits.
So I look at the helicopter cam for the battle for second place. I will check if the pit delta comes on as well. As you're watching BF1.
Yep, he's pitting. He is pitting.
Yes, okay.
So this will be interesting to see where he comes out. It'd be interesting to see how many more laps Atlantis goes as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to calculate right now. Maybe he can do... hang on.
In all honesty, I think Atlantis only really needs to do maybe one, maybe two more, and then... Unless he goes another... let's say 5, he could check on a set of supers, which would be outstanding from him, as BF1 comes out in 3rd, just ahead of TJ and not too far behind Atlantis, so that's also been a stellar stint from him.
Solid stint as well, yeah.
He
will actually higher than I would have expected at the start of the race. That's a very good, yeah. At the moment he's covered by the naughty engine point. Screw it, I'll call it that. Oh, me Craig. Anyway.
Oh, Atlantis moving out of the way for his teammate.
Maybe he's on an in-lap, doesn't want to hold him up.
Well...
Let's have a look at the battle.
The clever thing is to do here is to hold up, is to let his teammate through and maybe try and go like another 1 or 2 laps on those tyres and hold up TJ a little bit.
Just be like a mobile barrier to the car behind.
Yes,
yeah.
give
or as we call it in the trade, a Bottas.
Second gap that he needs.
The poor man. Everything was supposed to be so much more different for Valtteri Bottas this season after Australia.
No. Wow.
Poor boy.
He's still in the fight, so that's It's good for him. Yeah, but there you go. Atlantis is going another lap, so although he'll have DRS as well, so this will be key. Can he hold up TJ or his teammate?
It's just the worst camera angle in the world.
Oh, TJ's has to do the cutback. That's been an absolutely beautiful move by TJ.
It is. As much as that camera angle is ridiculous, I actually nearly saw it perfectly from on board the front right tyre there, so that was interesting.
Yep, so he hasn't managed to hold up TJ's. It will be a question of can he now hold up Andrew, who will also be threatening BF1 with that penalty, so that's a thing maybe he will be doing for his teammate.
At the moment, Ben, BF1 is covered. Just about,
at the moment.
I think. Well, I mean, it's close, but I think especially he's on 3 laps fresher tyres than anyone around that's going to be challenging him at the end of the race. He's probably going to be okay, unless he gets another penalty, in which case he's going to get really interesting.
Yeah.
But for
I
now,
think we'll see Atlantis come in this lap. He seems to be struggling a bit now.
It could be, as Atlantis just lets Andrew through there, I think. Did he? I don't know.
I
Feels
don't know.
like he did, but
like Atlantis didn't really have a
the arrows moved on the
anyway,
screen.
So
That's definitely a telltale sign of
no, he's going another lap.
Of another lap being about to be done there. Okay. Cool. Caught everybody out there, didn't he?
I think he's trying to stretch this to go to the supers, you know.
I mean, it's possible to do and fresh, but I really wouldn't want to do it. And there's the water again. I've only just noticed. I'm going to look at it every time now. Cannot unsee.
Yeah. I think trying to drag these up to a super stint is starting to really cost him some time, and
well, I mean,
I think it's going to put him under threat.
It might well be, but
Denzel, I don't think he's going to get great points this race with this kind of strategy, but it will be an improvement on his starting position, so
yeah.
It's a terrible call, I guess, at the end, but DTM really closing in. It should be easy work for him.
It's different to try and guess how he'd be doing if he was on this strategy with more people around him to race. Maybe in practice he was closer to other drivers that are maybe not here tonight, and it read for a decent little battle. But when you have a race like this and you're just sick, it's like, should I have done something different? But he'll obviously drop to about 8th or 9th if he's unlucky with the pit stop phase. F1 flying on the mediums, look.
Yes, he is really, really trying to reel in Prime.
Under 3 seconds.
Atlantis is good. Yeah, I think Atlantis is definitely trying to drag that to a super as he goes another stint. It'd be stupid to go for a medium stint now.
He would, yeah. 12 laps on the supers. Ugh. Still pretty bad. Don't know how many you can do.
I honestly think he's going to try and go at least another lap on these tyres.
I mean, they look alright. I mean, on board with him now, just to have a look. They don't look like they're stressed at all, but they're definitely not great either. Let's have a look at BF1, who's flying. Again, less than 3 seconds behind the leader, but double that with a naughty engine point that he got a few laps ago.
He got that gap under 3 seconds, and I'll be honest, in that first stint, if anything, he's lost a little bit, so not confident for that first little
He has put his ERS down a little bit. That may be why, but
yeah, I think what he might be trying to do is I think he knows he's not necessarily going to win this race. I think he's trying to cover that second place.
Yeah, he's
to give him another decent result for this race. Yeah, I think that's the idea.
Didn't TJ get involved in an incident early on with Barry, or was that somebody else? Was that Toxics?
Let's have a quick look. Oh my god, there's a lot of warnings going on right now.
Oh boy. I just feel like TJ was near the back, and there was an incident involving 3 or 4 cars, and he might be one of them, so Ben needs warning about that.
I don't think that was involving TJ, I think that was involving
Barry. Barry Toxic. There was 3 cars involved, DTM was one of them, I think.
I think it was DTM, yeah, I think it was DTM Toxics Barry.
Okay.
I think.
Apologies, TJ. I've mistaken identity. VAR has corrected me and I've received the yellow card. There.
As Denzel pits, so this will be his final pit stop. Imagine probably another set of supers. As he has his 5-second stop go as well. No, he's onto a set of softs. Interesting. Ignore everything I'm saying right now, because apparently I'm stupid.
That's unorthodox, but okay, if it works for him. Will it work? Is he going soft to soft, or am I just being stupid? Or did he pit early and go for me?
No, he was just on a set of supers, but he had to do an early pit stop anyway, didn't he? So.
Yes, I remember now. Yes. Still, we've got 16 laps done. This is lap 16. About to go on to lap 17, which would leave us 11 to go.
Yep. BF1 now closed another like 2 temps roughly on Prime, so he's still ridden him in a little bit.
DTM.
DTM
That's
gets a 5-second stop go. That's not.
That's
gonna help.
There,
although I think
BF1 is definitely covered behind now.
The positions behind, I think he's safe on here. It's Atlantis is now pitting. Dark Horse will definitely have to pit again.
Atlantis. Oh dear.
Yeah, get Dark Horse in as well.
Oh dear.
He doesn't get. No one is getting it slowed down.
Oh my lord! No one likes the pit lane today. What is going on?
Barry will also have to pit again. So, in all honesty, we could see Atlantis, although he's done a little bit of an unorthodox strategy. I think he could still be fighting for.
Might work for him.
He could still be fighting for that 6th place.
Might work for him. We'll see in due course as the laps unfold.
Actually, I say fighting for that 6th place. He's got that 6th place.
Yeah, he is 6th, and that's not too bad considering he started 11th. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but having the fresh tyres has really benefited him later in the race. And now he's going to fly forwards and probably protect from behind and hope that something happens to the car in front. Or cars in front, depending on how many positions he wants to gain from there. As his teammate is in 2nd and still within 3 seconds of Titan. He's gone back again. He's definitely pushing again.
Yep, he's closed that gap down to 2.2 now.
Definitely fine from behind.
But DTM, Andrew and TJ here, all about to have a little bit of a battle, so this is about to get spicy again.
Yeah, battles. If only I retired my battle trombone, because it was just pointless, but I may have to bring it out of retirement.
Yeah,
this carries on.
TJ will be the man
spice it up a little bit
from both of these cars, as Andrew's quite close, but DTM really now on the back of Andrew. He's really in that first sector, close right up. Oh, runs a little bit wide though. That was a scary moment for him as he gets a bit of a wobble. Oh, right.
Atlantis, no. Yeah, it's not going to help,
that's really not going to help him, as it's going to really be hard for him to secure that position with that.
Okay, I noticed his position change, went to check it out, and someone had gone in the pit lane because I can't read the word pit next to his name because I'm a moron. Apologies. Utterly unfathomable. You let me in the commentary box every week. What are you doing with your lives?
Right. Oh, looks like DTM got a bad run here actually. He could have been looking at making the move on Andrew, but he just didn't get quite as good of a run as he needed. But he is still getting that double slipstream, which is good. But at the same time, when you're going for a flat-out corner like 130R, it's scary.
The DRS is going to be so. TJ's going to be looking in the mirrors anxiously.
Yep, he's going to have to be worried. Although
they're not
that gap
necessarily getting that much time on him. Is that deceptive
camera
on the braking thing that keeps messing me up every week?
Both of them on the braking.
Yeah,
really
that's a lot closer. So who thought that DRS would be useless around this track and you needed brakes? Who knew that would be a thing? Andrew's all out of shape though with dirty air.
Oh
dear.
DTM had a little look, but he couldn't quite make it stick, and now he's compromised his run a little bit, which gives Andrew a little bit of space. As Andrew picks up a penalty actually.
That's the pressure. He's under pressure now.
Yeah, well, we'll go.
Being
DTM's having a look. Around the
That he's wide enough to
outside of
do
this
that.
hairpin.
Just
not an ideal line.
You've done that nicely. Now who can get the better exit? And that's just going to end in please don't do that.
They're still side by side.
All the way down here.
This is a tricky place to go side by side, as I think Andrew decides to
really
back out.
not the place to go side by side. Just as Max Verstappen. Anyway,
still
seems to have made that work.
Side.
Highlight of the night.
Oh, but Andrew seems to have got a majorly better run than DTM, so DTM will have to sit back in that slipstream.
Yeah, he's yielded, but will he take the slipstream into the braking zone? No, can't do that.
No, but he's going to get a better run out of here, I think. It looked like Andrew was a bit messy on the way in. And while these two are doing this is allowing TJ to...
Yeah,
oh my god, don't go side by side through here.
Please, no.
They've kept it clean.
They did, didn't they?
DTM's looking at the cutback. Oh, this is brave stuff.
This is getting a little bit unexpected, I'm not going to lie. Good job. F1 though, 1.7 behind the leader.
Yeah, he's closing in. He may take the lead on track, but he's going to have to
enough
think
of
about
a gap
that penalty.
to protect from the penalty. Yeah. Unless he does something stupid, he's finishing no lower than second, so he's got to be happy with that.
Yep, that'll be a good result for him, making up, as it stands, making up 5 positions. Could be 6 by the end of the race.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, a moment to breathe before DTM lines up another attack.
He's going to try, but he might be too far back to do anything.
He's going to try. I think what he needs to do is he just needs to follow Andrews, because if you think about it from last time, the reason they started battling was because Andrew, I think, hit that dirty air of TJ and just had some issues. And actually saying that, though, DTM getting close through there. And Andrew slowly reeling in TJ again, so it
slowly reeling the way back. Yeah, absolutely. Was about to point that out. But TJ's definitely had a couple of laps to breathe and compose himself a little bit.
Yeah, well, they give him a chance to say some ERS
coming again.
Fuel if needs be, so...
Yeah. It's something Andrew's doing now with mode 0 there, I can see.
Yeah, so is...
Unless everyone's ERS is broken, because everyone's on 0. Well, Dan Hatches is on 2, so it's not a glitch. It's saving mode. Management is the word I meant.
This is one of those tracks where it's quite fast, so knowing when to manage is a very, very key thing.
Yeah, it's definitely getting a crucial stage of management now, just so you can have the perfect few laps to end the race. Coming up shortly as Gamer goes 130.1.
Yeah, that's going to allow him to it's closing in on Barry, so he could take 9th off of Barry by the end, actually, in the next few laps. As there's a few battles lining themselves up here. Andrew now within the second of TJ again, with DTM still following him. You've got Gamer lining himself up to maybe make a move on Barry at some point soon, and BF1 up front, nearly within that second gap.
Oh, it's so close now. We'll go and check that out in a moment. I'm just curious to see what happens between Andrew and DTM.
DTM's going to be close.
Can he get him this time?
Brave to make a move.
Nope.
Actually,
can he a bit later break? Can he get him?
Oh my god, they're going to go side by side again.
Quite pulled that off.
No.
It was momentarily ahead there, but just couldn't quite make the move stick. And now he's got a bit of a rear slide on as he slightly caught the curb there as he turned in, so had to lift. But he's made it work, and now he's in position again to try again.
Yeah, he is, but as these two are battling, it might give TJ another little bit of breathing space to pull that gap, and he will want that, because that'll be him fighting for third, as BF1 within that second now, so he'll be, if he can keep this gap, he'll get DRS down on start finish.
If I was these two, I'd be sweating about now. Not gonna lie. Oh, Denzel, oh dear.
Yeah.
Pit lane is nobody's friend tonight. What is going on in there?
Yeah, people really struggling to get their car slowed down. As I think about this, Gamer was saying fastest laps, now he's back down to 1.5 behind Barry. That was, I think I might have hyped that one up a little bit too much. Oh,
no room there. There's no more track. No more track down there.
No, but if he can get a good run here, no, that's again looks like Andrew got the better of the runs. He'll be able to yeah, and they're both really closing in on TJ here. Even though they're battling, it seems like TJ is starting to struggle.
Managing. That's all he's doing now. He's just getting enough to go again, and he will do shortly.
Yeah, he needs to. Yeah, but he needs to think about doing it shortly. Maybe try and time it so that when these guys are having to save, because they're. Well, Andrew's low actually, but
Hang
looks
on.
like DTM is okay on that on his ERS.
The F1 is about just over half a second behind now. He's still gaining. Again, it's all about what he can do. If he can, catching up is quite one thing, but overtaking is quite another. But if he can do that, it's all about what he can do once he gets past.
Yeah,
that penalty will be like a sword nailed in the thumb right now. Why have I done that? That was stupid.
Yeah, as you say, he needs to think. He needs to get past in the next lap or two, like this lap or the next lap, to be able to pull that gap.
Nope. Just about got that stop there. Looked like he may have got the corner, but it may have been a warning there. But certainly no application of a penalty needed. It was very close. It's probably fine, but what do I know?
Yeah, he's now in the dirty area. As you can see, it's just causing him some understeer issues through that first sector.
That is a position swap, is it not? DCM's got through, I think.
Yeah, he is through. Which one?
I mean, I saw it happen, but I still wasn't sure.
TJ's getting a bit sideways.
TJ's put his ERS up to 1, so he knows they're coming. Oh, this is great stuff, boys.
This is where DTM is now past Andrew, so TJ needs to think about making that ERS now count and start putting a bit of a gap from DTM. Although DTM's still got 50% of his ERS, so it's not as much as TJ, but it's still enough to keep himself close.
Yeah, all you need is enough.
As BF1 really close to Prime now. This is, I think this is his
go
last
check out the battle
lap
for the lead
he
now.
Has to get past.
I mean, as a matter of pride, you want to get past before the flag, but yeah, realistically, to extend the gap, he's got to do it now. And with Titan putting a wheel on the grass, that's going to help him out a lot.
Yeah, but he's going to get dirty air through here, which is going to cause a lot of understeer.
Denzel went quickest a moment ago as well, which we didn't mention, but
yeah, that dirty air and maybe something to do with BF1 setups. Through that first sector, he just cannot keep up with Prime, which is giving Prime that little bit of gap he needs. But
oh dear, moment. Good God, that happened. Oh no, no, controversial.
I'm not entirely sure what happened there. It looked like BF1 had a big moment, hit Prime, took him off on my screen, but then suddenly lagged forward again, so I really don't know what happened there.
No, I'm ready. Oh boy. That's, I guess that's got to be looked at after the race. Don't know what happened. We'll ask, but I'm not sure it's a good idea, but I'm sure we can always ask.
Well, that does give me a question for the podium, and we'll get both drivers' point of views.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
It'll be controversial. It could kick off. There could be the next massive fight of the century going on. Forget Anthony Joshua. We got BF1 v Time Prime in the podium.
Forget BF1 and Time Prime right now. There is a 3-car battle for third.
Yeah, I am looking at that one as well. Don't worry.
Final spot on the podium with 2 laps to go. Who will
This is
take
fascinating.
It could be any one of these 3 drivers, although one of them has a penalty, if I'm not mistaken, actually.
I was going to say, Andrew could finish 3rd and still finish 5th because of a penalty, so that's really not good to him.
DTM,
As, someone's gone very, very wide there.
Moment.
Yeah, that's just ruined that for him. TJ versus Andrew now.
It is TJ versus Andrew, and as long as don't think TJ has a penalty, so as long as TJ keeps this clean, he could still walk away with 3rd place.
Yep, that's what he'll be looking to do now. Particularly galling to get a warning on your final lap, and then that gives you a penalty, which takes away a podium from you. I don't know why there was a yellow. I didn't see anything. But he's quickly. This is why they don't allow me to talk to drivers. But it's quickly resolved itself, is what I was trying to say. It took way longer. Yep. Oh my lord! TJ's had a massive lag. By then, Andrew's just driven through him. That's unfortunate.
He will not be happy with that. 2 laps at the end.
No, I mean, you never get a good time to lag out of a race, but this is probably the worst.
Yeah, I mean, and that's going to end up costing a position to DTM as well at this rate. He can't get back in quickly. There's going to be minimal chance to get back in now. Might have just, I don't know. I mean, is it worth trying for half a lap? Because by the time he gets in control of his car, he will be probably around where Spoon is. Now he's down to 5th. So that's that battle over with. There's no battles to look at right now. No, but so this could mean that DTM walks away with this 3rd place. All he has to do is stick with Andrew, if I'm not mistaken. It's about 1.2 seconds behind at this point, and it's fluctuating a little bit. But I mean, I can't remember if DTM has any kind of penalties that need to be applied at any point. So this would be a case of. I feel like he might have sped in the pit lane. He definitely, I think he got a corner at some point as well. So I think we'll find out at the end. So probably fine, but we'll see shortly. The F1 is coming out of Spoon towards 130R. Low on fuel. Be careful. Don't run out. Yeah, don't run out. This will give him the win, but it will be controversial. That's for sure. Yeah. We'll find out exactly what happened, like we said, but here we have Ferrari crossing the line to win a race. We haven't seen that this year, so this is unusual, but anyway. Enzo's finished lap down with an unserved stop go to his name. Titan finishes 2nd. Andrew looks to be in prime to take 3rd. We'll go to DTM, yeah. He had an unserved stop go, I thought he did. TJ's ghost car, which is pretty much DJ, gets up to 4th, DTM goes to 5th. So that's costly. Darkwolf's Atlantis up to 7th. He's had a decent race, but he just didn't quite factor in the way I thought he might early on. But still, 7th is solid points. I'm sure he'll be happy with that. Oh, I didn't mean to invite the game. Who? Whoops. Doing the right invites. The game all you like. This is close. Darkwolf's had a 5-second, but so did Atlantis. Everyone had one by the look of it. Who didn't speed in the pit lane today? Put your hand up now. My hand is up, if you didn't know. Oh, right, yes, so it's mine. I didn't think commentators would put their hands up. Well, why not? We haven't got a speeding in the pit lane penalty today, so why not put your hand up? Right. I'm not used to this. They're here very early. Yeah, they're here. This is, we are going to get to that. Well.
Give them both penalties, about 20 seconds worth, so I win.
Well,
Ooh,
that's not really up to us. But
stewards will deal with it, I guess, if there's contentious. But here's the provisional result. In any order you like.
Oh, I'm running
middle to bottom and then top to. Yep.
No. It's gonna be 10th to 1st because 11th place was Toxic who DNF'd. So 10th to 1st you have Denzel, Gamer, Barry, Atlantis, Dark Walls, DTM, Mr. TJ, Andrew, Time Prime, and BF1. Again, not really a challenge, but if we could just make sure all 3 of you have included your audio before we move on with this podium talk. And we will start with 3rd place, Andrew. You started 4th, so you've made a position in this race. It looked like you were involved in... Well, there were boring moments in that race, but it looked like you were involved in a battle with DTM and TJ for a lot of that race. Especially DTM, and I have to say, was side by side for a lot of the corners. And then you were battling TJ. Unfortunately, TJ disconnected and left the session, so you managed to gain the 3rd place based off of that. But just run us through the race from your point of view and any worries that you may have had.
Well, to be honest, I wasn't even expecting the top 5 for this race because Japan's one of my worst circuits. So I was actually quite happy with 4th place. Not as happy as I was when I was provisionally P2, but still. But yeah, I got a good start, and then just tried to stick to TJ because I knew he was A, quick, and also B, really good at not picking up penalties. So I knew if I could stick with him, then I might have been within the chance of a victory, which I didn't realise that other folk were going with the alternate strategy, and of course, as a result, they managed to jump us in the pit stop phase.
Yeah, it was. Say you had that long, what seemed almost like a race-long battle, but 3rd place is a good result for yourself, especially considering you weren't even expecting a top 5.
It's a shame that TJ disconnected because he deserved it more than me.
Yeah, well, unfortunately these things happen, but congratulations to yourself.
Yes.
Moving on to 2nd then, or controversial 2nd, which will eventually be decided by stewards via clips. We'll move on to Titan then. You started 3rd. You started on the softs, and you managed to jump a few of the guys in the pit stop phase, and then you seemed to control it up until the point when BF1 caught you, and you had that whole moment, which we won't discuss. We'll let the stewards decide, as you guys had your little moment, non-audio included. Just run us through some of your thoughts as BF1 was catching you towards the end of that race, and whether you were just kind of saving your tyres and fuel for a last-minute push.
Yeah, on the entire medium stint, basically I was just leaning non in the first sector, just as you say, saving, because I knew BF1 had a 3-second time penalty, so it was basically just managing the time, but unfortunately I was having to manage the fuel a bit, and he caught me up, and then what happened, but the first stint was good. On the softs, surrounded by the super soft runners. Dark Wolves didn't get a good start in front of me, so that I had to sort of let off and let Andrew get past into turn 1. But I just sort of bided my time and just went with it, and I was surprised how much I jumped in the pit stops. I'm guessing Andrew, TJ were sort of held up, I'd assume, because I gained probably about 4 seconds. So yeah, overall I'm happy after some less than what I wanted results in the past few races. So yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, well, that's it's a good result, and it may even be another position after stewards have had a look. But as I say, good result, good points. As we're coming close to the end, I don't know what the standings are, but it may give you a chance to maybe make up a couple positions after you say your couple of bad runs in the last few races. Couple bad for you. That was a bad English.
Put me in the I'll be championship leader again. With there's me, TJ, and Ados battling for it at the moment. And Ados was a point ahead going into this race, so he'll put me back in the lead.
Yep. So that's a very good result for you at the end. So moving
Cheers,
on to BF1, second race in this league. You started 7th. You also jumped a lot of you made up a few positions off the start. Very very racy. I know coming to this race you were not looking forward to it. One from the discussions we had before, you would be happy to make it through turn 1, which you did. Yeah, as I say, you were racing at the start, made up a few positions there, and then again under the pit stop, same as Titan, you jumped a few of the drivers that were on the supers, really making that first stint of yours count. Just run us through some of the thoughts after walking away with that win, and also how you went about the race, that you had to be 3 seconds ahead of the drivers that you were overtaken.
Yeah, quali was okay, I guess, considering the lack of practice I've done for Japan. It's one of my worst tracks. I was surprised some of the people ahead started on the supers. Didn't think, unless they did a couple of them, I think did 2 stops. I'm not sure. Yeah, good start. Made 1 or 2, just trying to stay clean around the outside. There was a bit of contact ahead. All in all, it was quite good. Tried to go long on the first stint because I saw Titan coming a lap earlier than I thought he would, which just kind of gave me confidence in trying to run longer. Came back out on the mediums, quite confident on them, warmed up quite well, and just slowly trying to catch Titan. Drove a good race, and then whatever happened. We'll refer with clips, I guess. Yeah, GG to Andrew and Titan getting podium.
Yeah, well, it's a good first couple of races into your career in this league. So I have to say congratulations, and I would say good points for yourself, but it's not really much when you're close to the end of the season and you've only just joined. But as I say, it's a good start to your career in the league. Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
And with that, I'll hand back over to Mackie to close us out on this race.
Always the bit I dread, because you never know when the stream's going to end. I'll try and wrap it up quickly, so thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you next week, approximately the same time. Good night. Or not.
Is it doing it again? Oh my god.
And me.
Well, this is